Hi, I'm Malik Price. Welcome to this version of Youth Sports Center. Today we're featuring my top 10 NBA active players. This may surprise you, but this is just my take on the top ballers in the league. Number 10, Carmelo Anthony, 6'8", 230, 23 years old. This is fifth year, 24.2 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3.6 turnovers, and 1.1 steals. I like this guy because he's just a scorer, just complete scorer. He led the league in scoring half the year. Number 9, Baron Davis, 6'3", 215, 28 years old, ninth year, 16.5 points per game, 7.2 assists, 4 rebounds, 2.8 turnovers, 1.9 steals. He is just a power point guard. He's excellent. Led his team past the Mavericks in the first round in one of the biggest upsets in the history of the NBA. And he's just the complete point guard, your average fantasy point guard. That's why he's number 9. Number 8, Jason Kidd, 6'4", 210, 34 years old, 14th year playing, 14.5 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 2 steals, 3.2 turnovers, and 9.2 assists. This guy is your complete point guard. He's been in the league for a while. He's 34 years old, but he's still got a lot of grit in him. He's still got a lot of energy out there, and he's still a leader. He's still leading his team and everything. And he led his team to the playoffs 3 years in a row, and his triple-double skills are just amazing. He's next to Magic Johnson. That's why he's number 8. Number 7, Gilbert Arenas, 6'4", 215, 25 years old. This is his 7th year. 22.9 points per game, 5.5 assists, 4.2 rebounds, 1.8 steals, and 3.4 turnovers. He is just a shooter, just a straight shooter. He controls his team, controls the tempo, takes over in clutch moments, has a few Jordan moments, game winners, and he's led his team to the playoff 2 years in a row. He's settled down a little bit since he's been on the team, and that's why he made my number 7. Number 6, Tracy McGrady, 6'8", 223, 28 years old, 11th year playing, 22.5 points per game, 4.6 assists, 6.3 rebounds, 1.4 steals, and 2.3 turnovers. He's one of my top 3 players because he just connects with his teammates well. He's well improved with Yao Ming and feeding him the ball more. And when the team needs him the most, he takes over. He led his team to the playoffs this last year when 06-07 won their huge loss to the Utah Jazz, but he had an astounding MVP player of the series. That's why he made my number 6. Number 5, Tim Duncan, 6'11", 260, 31 years old, 11th year playing, 21.8 points per game, 2.4 blocks, 11.9 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and 2.9 turnovers. He's just a big fundamental guy. He knows everything. He does everything perfectly. He's fundamentally sound. He can dunk. He can score. He can pass. He can get you on the turnaround. He can do everything. He can feed his teammates the ball when he's double teamed or trapped, and he can even score on double team. So that's why he made my number 5 pick. And he led his team to 4 championships in 9 years, and he's been the MVP of 3 of those. That's why he made my number 5. Number 4, Dwayne Wade, 6'4", 216, 25 years old, 5th year playing, 23.8 points per game, 6.4 assists, 1.8 steals, 4.9 rebounds, and 3.8 turnovers. This guy is just amazing. He can finish after being fouled. I think if they kept a record for and ones, I think he'd be leading in everything because he can finish hard, and he leads his team in this championship in 05-06. He was the Finals MVP, having their leading their team to a first franchise finals history, and he just takes over games, and that's why he's my number 4. Number 3, Kevin Garnett, 6'11", 220, 31 years old, 13th year playing. He averages 20.5 points per game, 1.7 blocks, 11.4 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 2.6 turnovers. This guy can do everything. He can shoot, pass, steal, block, dunk. Anything you can name, he can do. He's had numerous game-winning shots. The team needs him. Just been through a good trade block to the Boston Celtics in his big 3, and he's the MVP of those 2. So with him and on the Boston Celtics, he will be, I think, the MVP of them, and that's why he made my number 3. Number 2, Kobe Bryant, 6'7", 205, 29 years old, 12th year playing, 24.6 points per game, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 5.2 rebounds, and 2.9 turnovers. He was the youngest player to ever score 25,000 points or more. He's already a legend. All he has to do is retire. No questions asked. He's the best player in the league. But he made my number 2 because of other reasons. And he scored 81 points in that game against Toronto, which is a Laker franchise record under Wilt Chamberlain. And he will go down with the greatest. That's why he made my number 2. Number 1. Who do you think will be my number 1? Who do you think should be the number 1? Yes, you guessed it. The only one left off. LeBron James. Number 1. 6'8", 250, 22 years old, 5th year playing, 26.8 average in points, 6.7 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.8 steals, 3.3 turnovers. This guy can do everything, literally. The only problems he has is just his shooting, but don't bother that too much. He's still averaging like 30. He will go down at the greatest, and he's only in his 5th year. That's phenomenal already. His frame, he has a big muscular frame. He's unguardable. So that's why he made my number 1. He led his team to the finals, and now I think he's going to be real good in the future. My number 1 NBA player could have been either way. Kobe Bryant is a better shooter, and he is a phenomenal scorer. But LeBron is so young, so big, and has got the quickness to go with it. He can play all positions, and he is a playmaker. So that's why he's my number 1 player. Who is your top 10? Send me an email of your 10, or comment on mine at Malik93@helloworld.com.